My room's a hot mess.
That would be your own fault.
I have too much stuff.
I have it on video now. You going to talk?
I was waiting for somebody to come in. I'm going to talk to myself.
Talk to the camera.
Hello, hello. Hello, it's Jeanette from Backroom Creations. Come on in and let me know where you're watching from. Hi, Sally. How are you? Boys, it's almost bedtime over there, huh? So welcome everybody. It's Jeanette and Floyd from Backroom Creations. Today we're going to make a little carrot sign. Hi Pat, how you doing? Forgive my hands. I've got paint and all kinds of gooey stuff on them. Hi Laura, how are you doing? It's 9 o'clock. Yeah, I thought it was getting close to bedtime there. 1, 2, 3. Yep, I was right. Hey Joan, how you doing? All right, guys, we're gonna make a tag with a carrot, we're gonna put a carrot on it. It's not gonna be a very hard project. We in the house have been. Pat says hi, Floyd.
Hi.
That's good, Laura.
I can't see comments, but I'll say hi.
Oh, because I didn't open up one. Hi, Kim from Texas. Hi, Michelle. Oh, Michelle, I'm so sorry. Not. Welcome to our world.
I think it might be warmer in Ohio than it is right down there right now. I've seen the Reef Shop was closed today due to inclement weather. Aren't they in Texas?
The Reef Shop, that or Louisiana. It is 25 degrees. So it's a little colder here. It's actually not really bad out because there's no wind and the sun is out. So even though it is cold, I can take this kind of cold better than I can. When we get that wind, it is just awful. So I'm going to have Floyd switch the cameras for me.
No.
Oh, no, I'm not. I'm going to switch them myself.
You're set up to do this solo.
I'm so used to.
I'm just sitting here taking up space for a minute.
So, hey, Lori, I've missed you too. I love the little wooden risers and stuff your husband and you've been working on. Spring does need to hurry up and get here. 14 in Michigan, Christine, you can have it. So here's just a little peek at some of the new stuff we've been doing. Floyd's been into concrete and I've been into resin. So he made me a little black trinket tray and I bedazzled tonight. It's got little hearts. I don't know if you can tell. It's so cute. Oh, and then he did a coaster. It looks like crackle. It's like he crackled resin. Thanks, Michelle. So that's what we've been into. And I made my own alcohol inks, and that's why I have ink all over me. But we'll get started here. So this is one of those black tags. I didn't paint both sides. I believe it came from Walmart. It's about. Hi, Pam. Are you playing hooky from work? It's 12 inches by.
Does she work from home?
Yeah, she does.
How do you play hooky from home?
7 by 12. This tag is. We got some little greenery, and I already made a little bow. Hello, Michelle. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take ribbon. I seen this on Pinterest. And I kind of I found the center of my board. And then the center of my board up here. And then I went out 1.5 inches on each side and I drew a triangle. So that's what's going to help me keep the shape of the kawat. So I did take a little lighter, and this is gross grain ribbon. So you want it little heat to singe the end so it doesn't come undone, because gross grain ribbon will ravel on you. And I'm not going to go very fast because this project's not going to take very long. I'm usually moving. So what we're going to do is we're going to just fold it back and forth and glue it. And we're going to make a carrot. And we'll do it at a little bit of an angle. So if you've been around and you've heard us talk about something new, that's one of our things, something new. So we're going to angle this back and forth. I didn't see her name. I saw a couple different ones on Pinterest. Now I wish we could do like the angle of the carrot, but then it won't look right. Hi Mary, how you doing? So here in our house, we do all kinds of things. I won't say I got bored with making wreaths, but I like to make other stuff too. So we're just going to go back and forth. This is just a little spool of ribbon that I bought from Walmart. Biggest thing is I drew on here knowing that I would cover the lines, but I kind of just wanted a guesstimate. So I just saw 31, so I'll be pulling names. This is the last live of the month. So we will be pulling for the drawing in my first public live. Hi, Sherry from Texas. You guys are getting some bad weather that you're not used to. We're used to it up here in Ohio. Well, how am I having glue strings already? So I'm gluing it folded, and then I got to glue it down so it stays down to the board. And if you like, I can see my pencil mark right there, but I can erase it. Yeah, I'm used to the cold up here. Not that I like it no more, but I would not like Texas heat either. I was down there. I was in Louisiana and Texas last September. Oh my Lord, it was hot. It was like 102 or something. Hi, Katie. Oh, you're in the middle of an ice storm in Mississippi? Oh, I am sure you're not used to that. My husband Floyd used to talk about moving to one of the Carolinas. Hey, Sam. But now, since all the hurricanes, he goes, we could move inland. And that's after it cooled off. Oh, dear Lord. I need some Prozac or something. Because she's all over the place. Next thing you know, it'd be snowing at the equator. I don't even know if there's a wrong way to do this. If there's a wrong way to do it, I'd probably find it. Because that's just how I roll. cut my finger. I didn't even know I was cutting my finger and bleeding everywhere. We got snow here. It snowed for the past couple days, but it's real sunny today, so it's starting to melt off. I used to love snow, but not anymore. Oh, honey, my name is Jeanette. Welcome to our page. I am from Ohio. I started my business as a wreath maker, but I love all crafts. Hi, Lori. And when the economy changes and things change, you have to be able to move your business with it or sink and swim. So, since I like to craft anyway, I grew up sewing with my grandmother. I think that one got a little wonky there. If you put it in a wrong spot, you can just heat that ribbon up. How is Pennsylvania? Oh, no, you're in Virginia. Are you in West Virginia? Stacy's in Pennsylvania. So today I'm off, woohoo, but had to do all those fun things like, go to the doctor. Blech. Never fun going to the doctor because they're either going to tell you something bad or tell you something that you're going to have to do that you don't want to do. Come on, lay right. This is the first time I've ever done one of these because, I'm not one to try things out so I can make sure that my life goes right. This is not how we roll. I just have at it. I think I need to glue that down. That's why it's not. Oh, it's nice in Alabama. Yes, I am making a carrot, Tammy. Thank you. And welcome to my page. If you guys aren't following, I would love for you to bop me on the nose and become friends. So I got a little glue where I don't want it. So we're just going to heat that up. There we go. Better. You think you do it Friday, Sam? I thought it was cute. I found it on Pinterest. I forget what kind of board they put theirs on, but I thought, wow, well, this is kind of cute. I always like to go to watch other people's pages and support them, and we all do things for inspiration, and that's what Pinterest, is for. Absolutely not. And actually, I have made some really good friends in the crafting community. My friend Angela and I have been friends for, is it going on 4 years, 3 years? 3 or 4 years. I think 3. Yeah, because it was when I first started. It might be 4. I don't know. I bought this at Walmart, honey. It's that just the little trims because this is what I put on my fabric balls. Yes, this community is great. Well, hello, Deborah. Welcome to my page. My name is Jeanette. My husband dunked out. Lord knows what he's into. He likes to do wood crafts, and he's the sign maker. Well, I'm the designer, and he's the maker. He actually does the sublimation. So I'm doing this a little slow. Hey, Peggy. Um, just because I have 45 minutes. Usually I'm hustling and bustling, but I'm like, oh, I could probably take my time today. But I am in love with doing resin now. It's my new passion. The private group the other night, we did some resin. I was kind of intimidated by it, but actually it's not real hard. It's okay, Peggy. And this doesn't take very much ribbon. I also seen them do it with like chunky yarn and just go back and weed it, go back and forth, weed it back and forth, and just glue it down that way. But the board, it's just one of those cheap boards from Walmart, a tag. Oh, thank you, Tammy. Got glue where I didn't want it. It's actually a little harder or in the middle part because you don't want them too far away, the folds, because you don't want it to gap too much. Definitely don't use a Ryobi glue gun. I have one of those, and that glue is hot. I'm going to go ahead and do another one. I like the tags because you can do so much with them. Floyd has a laser he likes to tinker with. We have a laser that just etches. It doesn't like cut things like the glow forges and what everybody else is having. I used to want one at Glowforge, but then everybody's got one. Or a lot of people have the bigger CNCs, and I'm like, I want one just for lettering, just to the welcome and all that. Do I do classes? Yeah, I have a private group, Deborah. We meet twice a week. We do all kinds of things there too. Most of us started off making wreaths. Some of them don't do other stuff, but they like to watch me teach it to them. Down there at the bottom is Learn from Jeanette if you want more information. Okay, so we're going to get the little lighter. So we're going to singe the ends. Yes, I actually took mine and it's now resin. It's got resin on it. But I have one of those too. One of these. I have the little finger things, but they drive me nuts. Yeah, I just started with resin, so we did do resin in group the other night. Let's hit this with some heat, make sure. I know, I've seen those, Lori. They're so cute. That is true. I think I can't speak for everybody, but I think most wreath makers that have learned to adapt to the changing times of making some other things, we'll never stop making wreaths. It was just something we're adding to. But like I said, I'm not speaking for everybody. So here's what we got so far. Here's our little carrot design. Cute. So this is my favorite. What did I do with my tag? I stuck it in my pocket. It's my favorite greenery. There it is. From Hobby Lobby. Comes in a small bush, but it's so great for fillers to fill in like florals, because I do mess with florals too. But we're going to see if we can make this top look like a little carrot. Tell you more about the classes. So we meet twice a week. It's $10 a month. Usually it's Sunday, Thursday I try, but sometimes I have to work that night. So, hi Natalie, welcome. Lucky one touched ladybug. That's cute. So we do everything from wreath making to making our own signs. Oh, there it is. To resin, to painting, to anything. Oh, thanks, Lori. No sound. You might have to go back out and go back in. I think 3 will be too much, so I'm just going to take some green floral tape. It gets sticky as you pull it. I've always dabbled in crafts. I learned to sew. Oh, thanks, Sam. Sam just joined here recently. And if they say, I want to know how to do this, I will go research it and try to help them out. And they get 10% off in my shop. Okay, so I think that is a good size. Then we're going to cover the end. I don't think so, Michelle. I haven't looked since this morning when I posted that. So I'm going to put a tie on first. We're just going to make one or a hanger with orange. I like buying these thinner, I even like the skinnier ones from Walmart. They're just versatile. No, they're not wired, but because if you make wreaths, you got to have wired ribbon. We're just going to tie this in a knot. My fingers aren't working too good today. I would love just to craft all day long. Maybe someday. Every time my phone goes cha-ching, I'm like, oop, there's my retirement. But if anybody has any questions about the private group, you can send me a message. So we're going to seal those ends a little bit. If you don't like to do a lighter or you don't have one, you could use clear fingernail polish. think that's what that fray block is. I bought some, but it literally just looks and smells like. Hey, Cynthia, how you doing? So now I'm going to take a stapler, so it might be loud for just a second. But we're going to put some glue on this, and I'm going to staple it. Sometimes hot glue is great, but sometimes it just doesn't hold everything. And then we're going to cover it up. So, loud noise. Loud noise again. We're going to bang this down real quick. There we go. So I apologize for that, but you don't want your greenery to come off. Excuse me, my mouth is always dry. So there's our top, our little greenery, a little hanger. Make it longer if you wanted. So I made just a little. This is actually wired ribbon. It's from Walmart. It's one of those, it had little 5 sets of different colors. So I just made a little 2-loop bow. Thank you, Michelle. Listen, I told you this was a short project, but oh, I still have time. Whatever will we do? I either pick too simple of a project or have to hustle my behind. I can make a wreath in 45 minutes, but I gotta hustle. Especially if it's a little one. I can make a little pixie wreath. So what media is everybody's favorite? What do you like to do? Paint? Play with glass? I would love to learn how to do stained glass, but I know it's expensive. And then you need all the different colors of glass and stuff. Which, by the way, I did not know Hobby Lobby sells that stuff. I like 3D art and stuff like that. Wood burning, awesome. My son does excellent wood burning. Yeah, you have fallen hard for the fake bake. I started it a little bit. And that's the problem. You know, I have so many supplies because when you start a new media of a type of craft, you got to have all the tools and supplies for it. So now with resin, it's a little expensive. And then the alcohol inks are expensive. But my husband is the research and development team. Himself and him. And he found where you can make your own alcohol inks. Hi, Roz. How you doing? Now, I like the puffy paint to make it look like it's stained glass, but it's not transparent. But that's what I aim to do with the alcohol inks. It is very expensive to be crafty. So I'm going to cut these off a little bit shorter so you can see my carrot. Then I'll have to make something else. We got 15 minutes. What else do we want to make? And I love when people are so close that they can meet. Amen to that. So really, you could put other things on here if you want, but I just wanted something very simple. Believe it or not, it don't have glitter on it because I love glitter. So there's our carrot. Isn't that so cute? Well, hello, Jennifer. Thank you, Priscilla. Thank you, Mary and Joan and Cynthia. So see, I went really slow. I probably could have made it in like 20 minutes. Lori's a local to me. So I've met Lori. I've met Michelle. Vet together. That is so cute. I'm going to make some more of those. These were from Walmart, but Floyd's like, well, I can cut those out. I'm like, well, then get to it. I'll make sure that all my stuff is glued down. And if you had stencils, well, thank you for stopping by, Priscilla. I'm glad you're here. If you want to butt me on the nose and click those 3 dots. So here's that. What do you want to see? We got 15 minutes. What can you do in 15 minutes? So those of you who came in late, put a kit together. So here's the resin trays that we made. This one's concrete with resin on top, and this one's just resin. We made these in the last couple days. This has got like little fire glass in it. Hello from the UP. Up. She's from the up. I used to live in Michigan too. We can make a funky bow. You guys know what a funky bow is? I do it from all remnants. Oh, it looks like I used that before. I have all these little remnants down here in little bags. That's what I'm looking at. We can make a bow though. Let me turn this off before I forget. That one doesn't turn off on its own. Hello, Amy. So if you guys are lurking in the background, make sure you at least say hello. Because when I pull numbers, yes, make a bow. Joan's been watching me for a while. So there's this thing called a funky bow. Doesn't take a whole lot of ribbon. It's a cute little bow. I like to make big bow. Well, hi, Lynn from Illinois. What part of Illinois are you from? Because I'm from original. Hey, Angela. Angela is my bestie from California. This community is really great because, people that I would have never, ever Bear. Hi, Linda. Welcome. Thank you for sprinkling. I don't know where Bear, Illinois is. I graduated and grew up in Tuscola. So, this is a pretty pretty ribbon. You're from the thumb of Michigan. I remember doing that. I lived up there for a couple years, but I was up towards the top of the main part. My first husband was in the military. So I'm trying to get to 7,000 followers. This morning I needed, what did I say? 40? Oh gosh. If you wouldn't mind following me, I greatly appreciate it. Your brother lives there? Oh, that's neat. Yep, that's where I graduated from. I lived outside of town. It's a nice little town. It's still grown up so much from when I was a kid. I moved out. I moved away when I was 18. 30 more. Awesome. Whoop whoop. There's my little trick with my clothespin. Those of you guys that have watched me much, you know that I use a clothespin to keep my ribbon down. So funky bow, all that means is it's kind of funky. It spreads out. Thank you, Michelle. Put our tails over our loops and our loops over our tails. Let's see here. We got some pink. Kind of bright pink. Oh, that's too big. I use this one. You're watching and eating? What you eating, Roz? I would love to meet as many people as I can. Oh, this is thin. Ooh. Oh, we'll use it, but I don't like it. Look at that. That's going to be a crafty type ribbon, not a bow making ribbon. Woo! Oh, I just found my carrot ribbon. I was looking for this earlier. It's got little carrots on it to put on my carrot. Codfish and fries. Yum, I love fish. So now I've got resin all over my mat. Now I got to get a new mat. And then I'll have to have a resin mat and a crafty mat. I love fish. So when I go to the Carolinas, I'm in heaven because I go to a bar, type one, all you can eat or whatever. So you can pick and choose, trying new things. My camera's in the way of my clock. This is a very stiff ribbon. It's Ferris silk, so if you don't know what that means, it's just a designer ribbon and it costs too much. Yes, I know, Lori. I have a small one, but Lori, have you ever seen me paint? I make a mess. And ask Sam. I had resin everywhere the other night because we made coasters. Oh, these are cute. So I made these little set of 4 coasters. Got gold around the edge. So those are cute. And then we made this. So this is a wooden letter. We go to Ocean Isle. So this is resin and fiberglass and all kinds of different rock and glitter and I got to get a big one. So this was really fun. I didn't know if I liked it or not. Once the colors started, kind of mixing together, it looked a lot better. But resin is heavy, so I got to get all the little runners. Had some runners go away. We do all kinds of stuff in the group. It's fun. We're a small group, but okay, so we need one more ribbon. About 6 minutes. Let's see here. Let's do a green. Do you have a green? Oh, here's one. Ribbon down. Thank you, Roz. We make bows in the group. We did that last week. In fact, we did it 2 times in a row. You want to join that group? Awesome. So it's Learn from Jeanette. You can message me for any questions. Right now, we're transitioning over to Patreon, but we're putting everybody that has a Facebook in the Facebook group so they can see all the past 2 years projects. I have one that she's only on YouTube, so just like in my lives here, I'm streamed to YouTube and Facebook. So that's how I do my private group as well. Because once, there's a few people that just don't like Facebook. A porter. I went to school with a mat porter. He was a year older than me. Roz, it's just really hit and miss. Floyd and I have taken a step back from doing public life so much. I do this craft around the clock. My bows are not, or my loops are not the same size. I do my 2 private nights. And then I might do one other night. You're trying to learn to make better bows. When I first started making wreaths, I could not make a bow to save my life. So I like to use zip ties. Because I feel I can just get them, because you want to get that middle really, really, really tight. And I have arthritis in my hand, so I just like to use a zip tie. A lot of people do. Some people use wire. I don't like the wire either. So if I did use it on my little bow, I could do it on little bows, but nothing like this. He grew up in Ivesdale? Oh my gosh, that is like a blink and you miss it. I actually started growing up in Sedoris, which is right next to Ivesdale, and they're probably the same size town. There was like a whole 300 people in Sedoris way back when. So right now, it's still not completely tight. So I'm pretty careful how I pull on my ribbons. And it is a small town. I've been in Ohio for like 26-ish years, and I was standing in line one year at Joann's. I think it was a Christmas sale or something, And this lady was talking, behind me, and here she was from Fisher, Illinois, which is up by Rantoul. Honey, I'm 52. I feel like 82. So I'm just rearranging, putting my ribbons where I want to. Yeah, so I get away back when. My oldest daughter's 34. We have 8 children together, 13 grandchildren. And they give us a run for the money. It's not funny, but, when my granddaughter's 14, she gives her mom a little bit of a run for her money. And I have to laugh. Thank you, Lynn. Because my daughter was not such a sweet pea either. So is it bad to laugh because my daughter's getting some payback? Just a little bit. I mean, I would never want my granddaughter to be as much trouble as her mother was. So I'm just going around making my loops. That designer ribbon, even though it costs a lot, that will hold a loop with concrete on it. Oh, well, happy late birthday, Jeannie. Laugh all you want, girl. And even the little one, she's 8, and she will have some mannerisms like her mom when she was little. And her mom's like, oh, heck no, you know. And Mount Prospect, I'm not sure where that's at. So this is a funky bow because we got loops and we got tails going everywhere. There is a method to the madness, but it's a nice bow that you don't use a ton of ribbon, but yet is great on a wreath. It's great on a lantern. There's all mailbox. There's all kinds of ways to use bows without actually putting them on a wreath. So my time is up. I could talk forever. I really could. So here's what we made today. You got a twofer. So I much appreciate everybody coming and watching me craft today. So make sure you have a blessed day too, Cynthia. Make sure you go to Craft Round the Clock and check out the next presenters from morning to night, Monday through Friday. And I hope to see you guys again. Bye, guys.